Peace, everyone. How you doing? Welcome to the podcast with Israel Doctrine. And today's podcast is going to be about Khalil Money 100. Why are you attacking the queen? Is my question. Hebrew night. Because ain't no light in it. So we're going to deal with this. We're going to deal with a couple things. We got video, audio. We're going to put our disclaimer up. Copyright disclaimer on the section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. So let's get into this. People. How y'all doing today? Here go the audio.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Professor Khalil Amani. And I'm just sharing my world with you because this is Khalil Amani's World 100.
No, he's sharing my world. His world is watching me. Just like the king of New Jersey. All they do is watch me. Carl did this, Carl did that. They ain't got their own world. They in my world.
I ain't scared of you niggas.
Yeah, I don't know. We gonna hear. I've never heard this video. Said he ain't scared of us niggas.
I ain't scared of you. I got no problem sharing my life. That's facts upon facts. I'm 66 years old. I ain't got much time left on the planet. I look like being afraid of critique, criticism, and hateration by niggas on YouTube about how I lived my life. I love sharing my life with you. That's why I do it. Let me start out by saying thank you to the 170 some people who watched my last video. That was refreshing. This small channel with 340 some subscribers. My last video is doing quite well. Because when my YouTube nemesis, the nigga that I call Struggle Doctrine, put that bullshit out there that my children left the Yahweh cult and went straight to their grandmothers, and that was the end of the story.
Is that what I said? Why you embellishing shit? And where did you hear me say it at? On the video, or did you see me type it to the three wise men on my wall? Because I know you watch every fucking thing I do. But anyway, jerk reaction, people. It's live commentary.
Y'all saw how I beat that shit up. He got egg on his face. He's still running with the lie, but that's okay. You all saw my video. You all saw the proof. You all saw my writings. You all saw my excerpts from my autobiography published.
Now, do I have all of that? I believe I do have all that. I ain't got no more time on my hand. I'm a disabled nigga that sit in an apartment with nothing to do. I ain't got another time on my hand. I will be playing all the audio and everything too. Now, did I say them children left the coat immediately and went to their grandma and all that shit? I didn't make that up. I didn't say that shit. This is what happened when you listen to a lying-ass nigga. He got to throw something in there to throw confusion in there so you can say, did he say that? Did he not say that? Play what the fuck I said. He won't play what I said because he know I didn't say that shit. But I'm not worried.
19 years ago. So a nigga on YouTube can come out in 2026 and try to rearrange my facts.
The government facts. He don't even own his own facts. He don't even own his own fucking name or nothing. That's the government shit. I'm shitting on the government and their facts. And they but not bring their ass over here saying shit. Oh, I shit on them live on YouTube too.
Change my narrative. It's a futile attempt to try to shame me, but I ain't shamed of nothing I've done. So now I want to talk. I got another point. You know that same guy that I call struggle doctrine, that the YouTuber known as Israel Doctrine, he has this woman that sits over there on his channel with him. She calls herself the Queen. Now she and I are in.
I call her the Queen. Her mama called her something else, and she probably referred to herself as something else. I gave her that term, that terminology to use. But he's still lying and bullshitting.
Also, and she can't stand me. Why, of course, she's been infected with the Israel Doctrine lies. Why, of course. But she drops her little 2 cents and tries to shame me and bastardize my story and tries to call into account my manhood. We're going to talk about her this time.
He talking about her. He offered me. That was short. He don't want no problems with me.
This is the same woman that claims that when I talk about her, I'm bullying and harassing her. But the woman won't keep my name out of her mouth. She thinks that she can talk about me and comment on my life and lie on my life and question my manhood. But I ain't supposed to clap back. Well, I'm clapping back.
Make it clap, clap, clap. He making them booty cheeks clap because he's a sodomite. He making it clap.
Oh, she will attempt to strike my video. She wants, she talks about me. But when I talk about her, she cries foul. And we call bullshit on all of that. I said she talks about me. But when I respond to something she says, she cries foul. Oh, just wait. I'm going to strike that video down. I'm going to take your channel. Threats upon threats upon threats. She can't handle the truth as I give it. She can talk her shit about me again, but when I respond, her only clapback is, I'm going to strike that video. I'm going to take your channel. I'm a thief in the night. Your channel is going to be gone, Khalil. We ain't worried about none of that. We're going to stay within the guidelines of YouTube, and we're going to talk about her fuckery. She opened her trout mouth, and now I'm responding. This video is a response and a reaction video to some shit she said, and I'm going to let you hear it. Now, I would show you her picture, but she's flagging and striking anything that has to do with her. Oh, she's the most thin-skinned person on YouTube. Oh, she talks a mile in the minute.
That's the lie. Troy Star Terrain is the most thin-skinned person on YouTube. He worse than the Queen. And we know the Queen is a woman, so we call her a bride or whatever. But, I don't try to call her out her name. But Troy Star Terrain is worse than a bride. There's my audio. There's my video. Striking. Joe, come back after your ass now.
Mile a minute. She curses every third word. She's a profanity-laden, trout-mouth woman. She can't articulate without saying a curse word. That's right. I said I would show you her picture, but many of you know who I'm talking about. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, it really doesn't matter. You're going to hear her words. You're going to hear her words. Yeah. If I post her picture, she'll have a reason to try to strike the video, calling her intellectual property a picture. She's a weak some.
Now, when K Slay and Troy Talk Terrain and all them motherfuckers flag me because of a picture of something, which people, hey, you need to watch. I'm not scared of these hoe ass niggas that's worse than some bitches that's gonna flag my channel. I thought y'all niggas wanted war. In the streets, it ain't no rules to this shit. That's why I sit the Bible down, because I don't need no rules from stopping me from getting in the mud with you motherfuckers. Which I don't have no problem doing. But you see, he done stopped talking about me just that quick because he don't want me on his ass. But I seen the title and I said, why is he talking about the queen? I'm here to defend the queen, because when you tear down a black woman, you tear down the black community. You fuck up the black woman, you fuck up the black community. She ain't got no man, she ain't got no children. If she do, she ain't got no man to help her raise the children. Now they by themselves and their mama getting beat up, bashed, and everything else. She ain't hitting on shit now because some black man want to tear down and stuff. But the nigga wouldn't even tear his own ass, bitch ass, horse ass mother down for being in his father's bedroom riding some other nigga dick, and he walk in and see the shit. Then his little buddy from Florida, Jay Mike, want to take up, well, you do, Mama Khalil, this, fuck Mama Khalil. You need your ass whooped just like this bitch ass nigga need his ass whooped for letting shit like that go on in the community, tearing down the foundation of the community. First fucking thing Satan like to do is go beat up on a motherfucking woman. Same thing the black man do, or any other man do. Go beat up on a black woman.
We're going to talk about it. This is a reaction video. And so before we start this, let me source up copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. We're talking criticism on this and comment. That's right. We're going to start out with listening to this woman's words, and then we're going to get into some criticism and some comments. Y'all got it? Let's go. So here I am, Miami, Florida, 1985, fresh out of the Hebrew Israelite Yahweh ben Yahweh religious cult. I'm 25 years old in this picture. And so the first thing I did when I got out and went to stay with my father at his condominium, I would use this pool as a therapist. I ain't had no money. I didn't have no insurance. Hell, I didn't know that I even needed some psychological counseling or some therapy after leaving a religious cult. I needed deprogramming. And so, sitting at poolside, my younger brother happened to have his camera out one day and he snapped this photo of me. And trust me, I am in deep contemplation and assessing my life and trying to figure out my next move in life. My children and my wife are still in the Yahweh cult. This all happened in 85 down in Miami. Let's get some context. Some of you listening might not even have been born, but thanks for listening. And some of you listening were just babies and children in elementary school. And some of you were grown, because I talked to all kinds of demographics. But here I am, 25 years old, a few weeks out of the cult. I was in the cult for 5 years.
Now, if you listen to his story, he told you, I seen Yahweh been Yahweh, sexing children, other men, wives, getting niggas' heads knocked off, chopped off, all kind of tremendous things. Right? I'm debating on my wall with the three wise men. It's one of the, I say it's the government op coming over here trying to get me to say something like everything I say ain't what I say, and it ain't strong as fuck. It ain't the truth. He want to believe a motherfucker to sit up and watch children get fucked and women get fucked by an unholy ass man that he looked at as if he was fucking Jesus Christ. And he was just a motherfucking man, just like every other motherfucking man on this planet. Even when Jesus was here, he was just a man. He wasn't God. But I'm gonna calm down some, because I mean this stuff is devastating. He needed deprogramming. I need deprogramming after all this shit they've done to me.
So madly in love with my wife, but my wife was not ready to leave the cult when I was ready to leave the cults. And because we live in America and we have something under God's providence known as free will, I couldn't drag her out and say, "You coming with me, woman. You coming with me." Now, the backstory is a year before I left the cult in 1984, me and my wife were already separated by Yahweh ben Yahweh.
So, Yahweh ben Yahweh is separated. She gonna stay over there, and you take your ass over yonder there and stay. He separated. Why did he separate? Because I'm gonna be going in there getting that PUSSY, and you go over there and jack off or sleep with one of them brothers over there in the compound with you. That's what it was. I'm gonna be sexing your wife, and you gonna take your ass over there and shut the hell up and different stuff, and allow women to whoop on you and do all the other stuff that they did to his ass in the compound and stuff. As if I ain't heard the story 1,000 times. If I ain't got 1,000 videos on this motherfucker telling this whole life story, and it changes every time based up on the crowd. If you hear my story, it don't change. I've been saying the same thing for 10 years. 9, not 10 yet, but I've been saying the same thing. That he came over and we was whooping the motherfuckers' ass. That them hip-hop stand with survivor ass bitches, we was kicking their motherfucking ass. I was kicking Layla Wheels ass. He was kicking Troy Star Terrain ass. We was fucking them up. Hassan Campbell kicking their ass like nothing ever seen on YouTube before. Troy Star Terrain bought that motherfucker soul with a thumbnail and an interview. He took the interview and the thumbnail down. Motherfuckers can't even see that bitch nigga on Troy Star Terrain shit. That's how he fucked him. Bent his ass over and hit him with no Vaseline on some hip hop shit. Same way probably Yahweh did that bitch.
Yahweh ben Yahweh had separated us a year before I left. So I wasn't getting no parts, excuse my French, of the pussy. I hadn't smelt.
You got a wife and you ain't slept with in a year? You can't even creep over to where she stay and get the pussy. I mean, that's a powerful shit, y'all. This is what Hebrew Israelite cults do. This is what Rome West do. I believe they had the same power over them that Yahweh had over them. And nigga, you can't go in there and sleep with your wife. You's a goddamn lie. That's my wife. I can go get it if I want to. And one of you motherfuckers put your hands on me, I'm gonna kick one of your motherfuckers' ass. But you won't have to kill me up in here.
Tasted it, licked it, or
he said, taste it, licked it. He's letting you know he a sodomite. Cause licking and tasting cat and stuff is sodomite stuff. But hey, it's a marriage bed. It's undefiled. It's a marriage bed. So if she wants you to lick it, taste it, or whatever, I don't see no problem with it. I think the Lord even understand.
A year before I even got out. I'm giving you the backstory about me and my first wife in the cult of Yahweh. So the fact that I had not had sex.
What the heck? I'm bad, y'all.
For a year prior to me leaving, don't you think I was probably being weaned off of her as a wife? You don't fuck your wife in a year, chances are the love starts to deteriorate. And it was, and it did. I'm giving some context. The reason I'm talking about this, because you're going to hear this woman who sits on Israel Doctrine's panel, you're going to hear her preach that basically I'm a no good bitch ass nigga, a spineless man, because I didn't fight for my wife.
Now, his wife had children with her too. He got the bitch pregnant. She had some nappy head children in that fucking coat. He should have fought for the children. Fuck the bitch. Excuse my French. I get highly emotional, y'all. He should have said, fuck the woman. He should have fought for the children. But she eventually sent the children to her mother's house. Now, did I say immediately after this happened and that happened? I don't know the fucking time frame. I was a little pissy ass boy running around Arkansas or in Chicago or whatever. So don't take your bitch ass on your channel and try to respond back to this and put anything in my motherfucking mouth that I didn't say, bitch ass nigga, okay? Please don't. Because I ain't got shit but time. I would hate to go and get the videos and do all that shit and fuck you up. I would do it. I ain't got no but time.
See, she don't want me talking about her, but she stay in my business. If she really didn't want me talking about her, she would shut her motherfucking mouth whenever Israel Doctrine decides to bring my name up. But what does she do? She engages that nigga over there. And because she engages him, now I got to cut you. You know, figuratively speaking. Now I got to cut her. Figuratively speaking. But understand that a year before I even got out, me and my wife were already separated by the cult leader Yahweh ben Yahweh. That's number one. And many of you have heard by now that Yahweh ben Yahweh, the cult leader, was fucking my wife. The nigga was fucking my bitch. But let me give you context on that. Did I know that Yahweh ben Yahweh was having sex with my wife while I was in the cult? The answer is a resounding hell to the no, no. That's part of the brainwashing of being in cults. You don't really see what's going on because you hold the cult leader, you hold him up like Jesus, like he's Jesus. You look at the cult leader like he's sinless and he would never commit the act of adultery. So while I was in the Yahweh cult 5 years, I never thought that my cult leader was banging my wife.
So, hold up. See, this is where the story get mixed up. He said he was in Yahweh for 5 years, seeing Yahweh fuck other men wife, fuck other men children, and all that shit, but he can't imagine that Yahweh ben Yahweh was fucking his wife. He didn't imagine that Yahweh ben Yahweh was gonna fuck his child. He couldn't imagine that. See, this is what happened when you tell a lie too many times and you don't remember what the fuck you said. I was there when he told them to go and they whooped the man's ass and threw him in the trunk and drove off and cut his head off and all that shit. Nigga, you seen every motherfucking thing that went on because you were one of the first 40 motherfuckers to join that group. But you can't imagine them doing this shit. When you said you saw with your own two fucking eyes that he was fucking other men's wives and fucking other men's daughters and all the shit, but you couldn't imagine? Let me rewind that shit. Because this is what happened when you tell a lie. How many years he said this lie been going on? Because it ain't his lie, it's the government lie. They wrote that nigga fucking story and he was running around telling it and he can't even remember the lie they told him to tell.
The love starts to deteriorate. And it did. I'm giving some context. The reason I'm talking about this, because you're going to hear this woman who sits on Israel Doctrine's panel, you're going to hear her preach that basically I'm a no good bitch ass nigga, a spineless man because I didn't fight for my wife. I'm gonna let you hear it. See, she don't want me talking about her, but she stay in my business. If she really didn't want me talking about her, she would shut her motherfucking mouth whenever Israel Doctrine decides to bring my name up.
But now notice she said I wouldn't fight for my wife. Let's listen to him. Did he know his wife was fucking Yahweh? Because remember, he said he didn't know. He didn't know. He didn't know Yahweh was around there fucking other men's wives and children and shit. He had no idea that that was going on until he got out the cult. But in other places, he tell, I was in the cult and I was seeing the shit go on because he was the night watchman. He'd be in the hallway when Yahweh ben Yahweh come out of his office and sneak in the room and get his motherfucking bang on. See, on the witness stand, this motherfucker be great.
What does she do? She engages that nigga over there. And because she engages him, now I got to cut you. You know, figuratively speaking. Now I got to cut her. Figuratively speaking. But understand that a year before I even got out, me and my wife were already separated by the cult leader, Yahweh ben Yahweh. That's number one. And many of you have heard by now that Yahweh ben Yahweh, the cult leader, was fucking my wife. The nigga was fucking my bitch. But let me give you context on that. Did I know that Yahweh ben Yahweh was having sex with my wife while I was in the cult? The answer is a resounding hell to the no, no. That's part of the brainwashing of being in cults. You don't really see what's going on because you hold the cult leader, you hold him up like Jesus, like he's Jesus. You look at the cult leader like he's sinless and he would never commit the act of adultery. So while I
once again, he said he sat around for 5 years watching the man do the shit, but now he's saying he ain't seen nothing. Go listen to Oxygen Channel. Go read Newsweek or whatever the fuck that he was in, and all these goddamn stories he been telling for years. He been many places telling this damn story, this fucking lie. Research his motherfucking ass. He out there telling this damn story. And when you hear him say, I was in there and I seen Yahweh sleeping with other men, wives, sneaking in the bedrooms and all that shit. Remember, he said he didn't imagine he could do some shit like that. Remember this motherfucking statement.
In the Yahweh cult, 5 years, I never thought that my cult leader was banging my wife. Revelations like this or like that, they happen after you leave the cults and others leave the cults and you all start talking amongst one another because everybody has a piece of the puzzle, a piece of the pie. And when former cult members sit down and start talking about certain situations, things come up. And so, as I would talk and meet with former cult members like myself, sisters in particularly, they would tell me it was black women who had left the Yahweh cult that set me down and say, Khalil, my name was Prince back then, but Prince, you know Yahweh and Yahweh was fucking Markov. That was my ex-wife. You know Yahweh ben Yahweh was fucking your wife too. And at least one sister said, yeah, he was fucking me. He was fucking me. He was fucking your wife. He was fucking that girl. He was fucking little Sarah. He was fucking Nick Mardia. Because she was on the in crowd because women had a closer deal with Yahweh ben Yahweh. So again, I had no clue that another man was running up in my woman, blowing my wife's back out while I was down there. I had no clue. You couldn't have you couldn't have made me believe when I was in the cult that Yahweh ben Yahweh was an adulterous, fornicating back.
Remember that. You couldn't make me believe that Yahweh was sneaking in bedrooms, and when I seen him with my own 2 eyes. Go listen to the rest of the shit that he been lying to these motherfucking networks and shit about for years. I even go and play the shit where he told you DJ K. Slay was out here trafficking children. DJ K. Slay told me he used to go get them boys from Bambata to fuck, is what he said, to be exact. And I said, that's trafficking children. That's child trafficking. That's what the fuck the Zulu Nation went to court about. That's why Bam Ass didn't show up to the court. And who got a problem with whatever the fuck I'm saying? Bring your bitch ass over here and say something to me. And I ain't calling no names out, but it was a hit dog, a holler.
You couldn't have made me believe it. I'm telling you the truth. I looked at Yahweh ben Yahweh as the personification of God on earth. Just like Malcolm X looked at Elijah Muhammad when he heard about those teenage secretaries.
Now, why did he say that? Because he know I'm over here on a 5%er ass, and the 5%ers come out of the Nation of Islam. born, divine, almighty Allah, BTBT, is shit. That's why he won't bring his bitch ass over here. Because he been out here fucking lying and doing shit for the government and shit. He ain't nothing but a Khalil of Money 2.0. He won't fucking talk to me. He'll go whoop Pepper Jones' ass and all these football players and this and that and do all the other shit. Watch Bam feed fucking male boys and shit, grapes and shit. That's what the 5%ers do. Sit up, watch grown men feed grapes. Well, watch children feed grapes to grown men and all that shit. Yeah, this is what I used to tell my wife, my friends. They ain't believe me. I was telling them I seen this shit down in 11. Then motherfucking DJ Red Alert come out here. I ain't never seen nothing like you said. That's the bitch ass nigga that hired you to go to the motherfucking party and told you shut the fuck up when you see this shit going on because he's a fucking legend. Am I lying, bitch ass nigga? I believe I still got the audio.
Shit blows your mind because we look at these leaders, whether they're Elijah Muhammad or Yahweh ben Yahweh, we look at them as though they are above the fray of human sexuality. I didn't even think that Yahweh ben Yahweh had a sex drive because I looked at that man as God in the flesh.
So he couldn't imagine he had a sex drive, but he saw him sneaking out in the other men's motherfucking room all the time, fucking their wives, but he couldn't imagine that he went in there to fuck them. Or they children, wives, children, it don't matter if it had a vagina. Yahweh ben Yahweh got it because that's what he wanted. Same way he looked at them, the women looked at them and they just opened up their motherfucking bags and let them get it.
Okay. Now let's go and deal with the crux of why I'm making this video. Again, there's a woman. We don't need her name. All we need to know is that she sits on Israel Doctrine's channel. She calls herself the queen, and she engages in the bullshit to try to slander my name and my life and my narrative. So let's listen to her as she talks about the fact that another man, Yahweh ben Yahweh, was fucking my wife and how cowardly I was because I didn't step to the cult leader over my wife. Let's listen to what she has to say.
With Khalil, it's not even about the snitching part. It's about the fact that you went and got on your knees and sucked them off for protection because you wasn't man enough to take back what was yours, and that was your wife. So I don't respect a weak ass nigga like that that'll get on their knees just to be a snitch just because they mad because another man took his damn wife and did something to his children. He didn't man up and do shit about it, but went to the damn people and got on his knees and asked for protection. See, that's a different type of snitch.
That won his wife at that moment. The day Yahweh ben Yahweh spread them legs and got in them guts, that was no longer his fight. That was Yahweh ben Yahweh, B-I-T-C-H.
With Khalil, it's not even about the snitching part. It's about the fact that you went and got on your knees and sucked them off for protection because you wasn't man enough to take back what was yours, and that was your wife. So I don't respect a weak ass nigga like that that'll get on their knees just to be a snitch just because they mad because another man took his damn wife and did something to his children. He didn't man up and do shit about it, but went to the damn people and got on his knees and asked for protection. See, that's a different type of snitch.
That won his wife at that moment. The day Yahweh ben Yahweh spread them legs and got, you hear me? I'm a man, I know. You know why? I know because I'm a man that slept with another man's wife. Now he took her back with my child and they ran off with my child. But see, he know that story. He done heard me tell it before. And nigga ain't talking shit about me. The reason they ran off, because I was stalking their ass. I was trying to kill their motherfucking ass. Lord wouldn't let me do it, though. Because I needed to be out here doing what I'm doing now. And I won't be able to do this shit in the penitentiary. For fucking them off, for fucking with me back then, I fought for my child. See, I ain't like you, Khalil. I fight for what's mine. I ain't die for what was mine, but hey, I'm gonna fight at least. I'm gonna run a motherfucker around town and shit. I ain't gonna let no motherfucker just sit up and do me any goddamn way. Good. That was no longer his fight. That was Yahweh being Yahweh, B-I-T-C-H. He know that. That's why he didn't care about it no more. Only thing he said he cared about was his children. But his
Okay.
See how he stopped it? The only thing he said is his children. But eventually them children left that compound and his mother-in-law got them children. Yahweh ben Yahweh can't fuck his children at his mother-in-law house. So when he tell you, I went to go tell him Yahweh ben Yahweh because he was about to fuck my children, he not already fucked my wife. Them children weren't at the compound. So you's a lying-ass bastard to the state of Florida and the whole fucking United States. All the motherfuckers that put you on a program and listen to your lies that the government told your bitch ass to come out here and say his shit. Nigga, you's a lying-ass bitch ass nigga that's been in this community too motherfucking long. Just the fuck over black people, nigga.
So you heard both of them. All that shit is a lie. All of it's a lie. But you heard that woman. This is the woman that says, I bully and harass her. This is the same woman, when she sees this video, she's going to try to strike this video and strike my channel because I am doing a reaction video to what she said about me. She thinks she has the right to speak her mind about me, and she does. But when I clap back, when I straighten out her lies, all of a sudden, I'm going to call YouTube. I'm going to strike that video. I'm going to strike his channel. I'm going to be a thief in the night. Y'all watch. I'm going to take his channel. And I'm being respectful. I'm being respectful. And so YouTube, this is critique and criticism and reaction to what you just heard. That's right. Now, she said I had to get on my knees, and what word she used? Basically suck the FBI's dick. Because I wasn't man enough to go fight for my woman. There's a whole lot to unpack here. Where should we start? Let's start with getting on my knees and sucking the FBI's dick, because I didn't have the manhood to go step to Yahweh ben Yahweh. So what she doesn't know, what everybody who's watching this video knows, is what I just said previously on this video. I was totally unaware that another man was sexing my wife. But when you don't know the story, when you haven't read my autobiography, when you don't know the narrative, she's under the whatever opinion that I was walking around the Yahweh temple knowing that another man was banging my wife.
If you've been walking around for 5 years and watching them fuck other men wives, what makes you think your bitch is safe in the temple? When you had your bitch out there dancing for the nigga and shit, and he watching her ass, and what, I don't even know if she had some ass, but I can imagine him sitting up there watching your bitch dance in front of him, and he said, I'm gonna get that pussy before it's over with. And you thought your bitch was off limits. He wasn't gonna touch her. You's an ignorant ass motherfucker. Then you try to come out here like you some intelligent motherfucker or whatever, and you can fuck with me, nigga. You could never fuck with me. That's why you keep your bitch ass over there on your channel. You won't invite me over there to fuck you up. You won't come over here and get fucked up. You won't ask your bitch ass nigga Frank motherfucking Gary to let me come over there and kick your motherfucking ass. You running from me, bitch. Now, make a response video to that, hoe.
Now, if that's the truth, then that's just the truth. But the truth of the matter is that's not the truth. As I said, and I wrote about it in my autobiography also, I didn't find out that another man was fucking my bitch, fucking my wife, until a year.
Now you see that? He calling his ex-wife a bitch because she fucked Yahweh ben Yahweh. But when he seen his mama ran that man dick, he wanted to fuck his mama. She wasn't no bitch. She was an angel from heaven, just happened to be on another nigga dick in his motherfucking father bed, but he won't call the bitch a bitch. Like I said, if I walked in and seen my mama ran some dick in my motherfucking father house, I went in the front room, got a shotgun, and tried to blow my motherfucking mother head off. Because he ain't like me. And I ain't like him. He wouldn't lie to his father. Even when his father confronted his bitch ass. He been a liar all this motherfucking life. He ain't say, yes, father, mother was in there riding hard wood. Or none of that. He ain't tell his father nothing. Kept him ignorant because I don't like my father. He kicked my mama ass. I'd have kicked that bitch ass too. Running around fucking motherfuckers in my house and then won't lock the door on my children coming in here seeing you do the shit.
After I left the cult. Okay? Now I guess I'm supposed to fight for her after I find out. Mind you, remember what I said earlier also. Me and my wife were separated a year before I even left. We were separated and we were not having sex a full year before I actually left the cult.
But he always want to talk shit. I said, I ain't had no pussy in 20 years because the last woman, and she went last. I fucked another one after that. I was ignorant. But the last woman carried my child and saying she murdered my child. Man, if that shit didn't fuck me up, I'm not sticking my dick in the nail one of these nasty assholes again. I'll stick it in my wife. I ain't got no wife yet. But that'll teach your motherfucking ass a lesson about putting your dick in some no good ass ground that's gonna kill your seed. I learned. See, you gotta learn the hard way sometime. And I ain't never learned shit easy. That's the hardest shit I ever. The death of my mother, the death of my nephew, and that woman saying she killed my child. Then she fucked me up because I look and see the child, and that's my child. Fucked me up. I've been fucked up for a long time, people. I done went through a lot of shit. This been a lot of shit ain't nothing to me. I fuck these niggas up as if they never lived.
And it would be a year after I left the cult that I found out that my wife had been sleeping with the cult leader. That's the facts upon facts. That's just what it was. You think a cult leader is that goddamn bold and brazen and he gonna fuck a man's bitch in front of him? Is that what she wants you to believe? Is that what she wants us to believe? That Yahweh ben Yahweh was such a badass. Oh, he was a badass. But he wasn't that goddamn bad when he gonna fuck my wife openly, outwardly, and I'm living in the same building as him. Get the fuck out of here. That's number one. Number 2 point. What real man in his right mind, is gonna fight for some pussy that don't want him?
So Yahweh put some dick to her to the point she didn't even want his dick no more. That's how he see it. That's what he just said. What man gonna fight for some pussy that don't want him? He ain't been with the bitch for a whole year. She don't want his dick no more. She getting Yahweh dick. Dick the bitch down till she left the motherfucker.
What real man is going to fight for the love and the affections of a woman that doesn't want him? What do I look like fighting for some pussy that don't want me? If it is true that I knew that my wife was having sex with Yahweh ben Yahweh, why, pray tell, would I fight a man over a woman who openly opens her legs for that man? What I look like? Willie Lump Lump? I mean, there's ego, there's pride, there's dick swinging, but ain't that much ego and pride and dick swinging in the world that would make me fight or kill a man who happened to seduce my woman to open her legs? That's just a problem that I have to swallow and keep it moving. You see how weirdo this chick is? She expect me to fight a man over some stank box. She expect me to be chivalrous and confront the cult leader over putting his penis in my wife. What kind of man does that? I know, it's disrespectful as fuck, because the man knew that the woman he's having sex with is married. I get that. It's disrespectful, facts upon facts. But it ain't so disrespectful that I'm gonna that I got a bone to pick with him, that I'm gonna fight him. I blame my wife. My wife wasn't raped. She openly spread her thighs and let that old man get between her 23, 24-year-old legs. And that pussy was good. I know it was. It was good to me. But sometimes you got to take your loss. Sometimes a man has to swallow hard, swallow his pride, check his ego, and get to stepping. And I loved that woman. She gave me 2 beautiful children. I loved her when I left the cult. I loved her.
Now, let's throw a monkey wrench in here. Let's see if this motherfucker answer this question. Who's the oldest? Your daughter or your son? I know your son taller than your daughter, so it may look like he older. But I'm asking that because she had the child early. When you was with her, then she wasn't horning around back then. But then the boy came second, right? He the second child. Now, the question is, who planted the seed in that bitch? You or Yahweh? Because I always said that boy looked like Yahweh being Yahweh. You said he don't look like me because he looked like his mother. So you was fucking the female Yahweh being Yahweh. Now, but the truth of the matter is, whose son is that? You can answer, you can talk behind me. I ain't gonna make fun of you if I find out you're lying and shit.
For a few years after I was out of the cult, I would have considered reuniting with her and trying to make our family structure work as husband and wife with two beautiful children, I would have entertained it. I ain't gonna sit there and say I was over her because I wasn't. I was in love with my wife when I left. But when it comes to the point of me running to the FBI behind pussy, these niggas got the narrative all twisted. I never went to the FBI because a man was fucking my bitch. Kill that nonsense.
Why did you go then? I would love to know.
It's a superficial, slanderous narrative. The fuck? The people that say that, they don't know that Khalil Amani had his own Mac game, and I was macadocious before going into the cult. I had my pick of women, always have had. I'm never so hurt over a piece of pussy that I'm going to go to the FBI over a man who happens to fuck my wife. That's what they want you to believe.
So what he's telling you is, from my perspective, he was around them for 5 years watching Yahweh fuck other men wives. He wasn't going to go to the FBI because of that. Seeing Yahweh fucking other people, children, he wasn't going to the FBI over that. But he most definitely wasn't going to go once he found out Yahweh was fucking his wife. I ain't telling on Yahweh being Yahweh. I think he's God. I think he's that. I need to be whatever the fuck the term is. I can't even think of it. But that's what he's saying. Listen to him, people.
This shit is insulting. It's insulting to think that my main premise, that my impetus, that my reason for going to the FBI was in retaliation for a man having sex with my wife.
Now, I interviewed, it was on Reloaded Reborn. DJ K. Slay and Layla Wheels and all of them, and probably him too, I can't remember. They got the channel taken down. YouTube ain't gave it back to me because they know the information on there is damaging. They probably paying to keep them from not giving me back my channel. But he said he went to the FBI because Yahweh Ben Yahweh was probably going to fuck that girl, fuck his daughter. And he like, I be goddamn, you can fuck my wife. I ain't finna let you fuck my daughter. I'm going to the feds and I'm gonna tell them about all the other people, wives I've seen you fucking, children I've seen you fuck. You ain't finna fuck mine. Now, if I'm lying, I'm flying and I can't fly. Therefore, I ain't lying. And I bet he won't bring his bitch ass over here or do a motherfucking video saying I'm lying or whatever. Because when we get to the court, nigga, we going all the way back to the 80s where your bitch ass been lying all your motherfucking life. I didn't unravel this motherfucking ass. This is a bitch ass nigga that just went to the FBI to do harm to the black community because they shackled his ass up and told him you gonna work for us, bitch. That's why he tried to get me to go into the office. I called the FBI and told them, motherfucker out here talking about they gonna kill people and everything else. I didn't hide shit. Because I ain't afraid of no motherfucker about it. I'm gonna do what I gotta do as a man.
That's some stupid shit. That was none of the reasons why I went to the FBI. None. I got a whole autobiography I wrote 19 years ago. And if you ever get a chance to read it, you won't find that narrative nowhere in there. I'm going to the FBI because he fucked my woman. These simpletons. The next point that this woman has no clue about organizations and cults. Here's the next point.
I'm done, y'all. We did 30 minutes. It's an hour and 30-minute video. He needs views. He needs subscribers. Go watch his ass. Subscribe to his bitch ass, whatever. Blame it on me. Tell him Carl sent you. I don't give a fuck. He not catching me. He not fucking with me unless they want her son camel his ass and give him outrageous bloated numbers and shit. But give me some more material so I can talk about your bitch ass. Cause I'm going back in them old ass videos and files. Now we gonna have your audio and shit of what you saying. You did what you did. Cause you went to the FBI for a reason and you've been out here telling it all along. You just won't say it now because you know called and heard and caught your motherfucking name. Because you told me one thing, and now since you told me that every time I hear you, you never say I went to the FBI because he was gonna fuck my daughter. You afraid to say that. I got to make call a lie. I can never say that again. Damn right. Leave a comment under the video. 3 wise men, your bitch ass can comment too. Because like I said, he went to the FBI because he was out here being a drug mule and robbing motherfuckers. He did all of that before he went to the FBI. If he wouldn't have went to the FBI and got caught, his ass would have been in jail. But he was one criminal turning on another criminal to get his ass free. Speak on it, nigga. I bet your bitch ass won't speak on it. You'll get more viewers. They'll be over there watching your motherfucking ass. But know that, like I told her son that, you blow up, nigga, I'm going to blow up too. Because I'm going to speak right behind your bitch ass, nigga, and I own your fucking algorithm. I own your algorithm. Khalil, a money 100, that's me. Type that shit in and don't see that the majority of my videos come up. I can show you better than I can tell you. Let me go over here and show your ass right quick. Gotta pull it up. Give me a second. Y'all see that? Khalil the Money 100. That's it. That's me. That's me. That's Paradigm Shift. That's me. That's me. That's him. That's me. That's me. That's him. That's me. That's him. That's me. That's him. That's me. No, that's him. That's me. That's me. That's me. That's him. That's somebody else. That's somebody that's leak you. That's me. That's me. That's me. I own your shit, nigga. That's me. That's me. Michael Edwards' ass. That's me. Go over there and hit everything that's mine and watch me talk shit about him because he's a bitch ass nigga that's been out here lying for years and I done caught his ass. Look at it. Me, all that shit. But he won't talk shit to me because he know I'll put some more motherfucking videos up here on his ass. The queen, she'll go to war with him. She'll take his channel and shit. I'm going to play with his motherfucking ass and get me some money. Because I ain't got number time on my hand. Number time on my hand and I'm ignorant as fuck. I ain't got nothing outside of talking Bible and you motherfuckers act like y'all don't give a fuck about the Bible. So why should I talk Bible or try to force that down your throat? But I'm out, y'all. Peace, y'all. Have a good day. Leave a comment under the video if you got anything you want to say.